Hello and welcome back to the Players Club podcast. This is season 2, episode 10. I'm your host, Brian Pereira, alongside my co-host, Jacob McDougald. And obviously, this might look different. We're on location today. We are in our TV studio.
Look at that.
Right?
That's us.
Got our picture on the TV.
It's
obviously, me and you both, we do stuff a lot around here. This is our TV studio. We're both comm students. We work here. And we figured, why not switch it up? You know, kind of have a little sit down. We got a show that there's recording tomorrow with the couch, and I was like, what we hit the little couch setup, and
Genius idea.
he bought into it. Actually, shout out Nick. It was Nick's idea.
Oh, shout out Nick.
It wasn't even mine. Nick was like, what if you do it on the couch? And I was like, oh, let me see, because you're
It's so
cooking right now.
weird not to have like the mic in our
mic in your mouth?
faces. Like I can talk with my hands openly, you know?
I mean, we are mic'd up. We're just professionally
Yeah.
mic'd up. But no, it feels weird, you know. It feels good though.
It does.
It's something different. We're still on camera.
Let's get right into it.
A way better camera, if you ask
No,
me.
for real. Like plus the lighting, everything about it is better. I do want to say, if I sound a little bit off, because I lost my voice over the weekend and it's like 85% back. So just putting that out there.
No, that's cool. How'd you lose your
Dude,
voice?
I have no idea. I got sick again last week, and then I was better, but then my voice is just gone. And then I did yell a lot some nights, so that didn't help.
The yelling.
The yelling didn't help, but
Was it football related?
no, it was actually Just Dance related.
What in the world did you just say, my guy?
Do you want to know? The
I
story?
mean, now I'm intrigued. Might as
Okay,
well.
so
We're gonna put a pause. Actually, dance is a sport technically.
Dance is a sport, and I killed it. 80 Zion, if you're watching this, let's run it back so you can lose again. Anyways.
Confidence right there.
Saturday night was initiation for my
I saw that.
fraternity.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So we just hung out Saturday night as like brothers or whatever, and then we went to our chapter room and played Just Dance for like 2 hours. And anytime we won, it was crazy hype. So like I would start yelling and be like, "Yeah, that's me."
Yeah, valid.
You know.
Valid.
Yeah. Then we went to Waffle House at like 1 a.m. that night. Dog, that was a time. I think I've said on here that I like IHOP better than Waffle House.
Yes, criminal.
It's not criminal.
Criminal.
But I will say that was the one that was my first like Waffle House experience. You know,
You know what's funny?
like
I've never had Waffle House like late night. I've only had it for breakfast.
so all this talk about why Waffle House is the greatest, and you haven't done what most people consider like the time to go to Waffle
It
House.
just tastes good. You know, the best.
It is.
waffle I've
No,
ever
you're
had.
right. I finally had a new meal, and it was.
What'd you have?
I had like the breakfast bowl or whatever. Like
I know the whole menu. There's only like 6 things on the menu.
another reason why IHOP is better. Yeah, IHOP has way more stuff on its menu.
That is true.
It's just
But-
pancakes for me hit harder than waffles.
Okay, that's probably why. Okay, so
So-
International House of Pancakes makes sense.
Exactly. So
It makes
thank you
sense.
for understanding.
Makes sense.
But yeah, I've been there twice before. It was cool, but this is the first time it was like I have a story attached to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So that's my little weekend story.
Why you lost your voice.
Yeah, that's my little weekend. How was your weekend?
It was pretty good. I finally played golf. I went out, finally played golf
Really?
for the first time since fall break when I was back home.
Nice. Where'd you go?
It's called Big Cypress. It's like far north side. It's like 10 miles away from here. It's like inside a little nice retirement community. And the first time I went last year, I was like caught by surprise because like all like the houses look all the same, but it's like everyone has like a little golf cart there. And then like the house has like a sign like by the mailbox. It says like the people's name, like the first name, last name, and then the last name. First name, the husband, wife, and then who lives there. Sometimes there'll be like a little bone for like a dog. And I was like, this is so cute. Like I was saying. It's like inside a little retirement community.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like, bro, the first time I took a video, bro, I called my mom. And I was like, Mom, like, this is so beautiful. Like, I don't know. I just thought it was, like, cute. I don't know. Like, there's no way to, it was like,
No,
nice
it's like,
community.
was it like 1950s-esque classic, like?
Nah,
looking-
I'm not even gonna lie. I thought they were like trailer homes, but they're not. Like, you know, like not like a trailer park, but you know, like the ones that are like converted that they look like a house.
Yeah.
No, I thought that's what it was like. No, they're actual houses. But so it's nice. I always love going there. It's a nice golf course. There's 2 courses. a really small one and a big one.
How long were you out there?
About 4 hours average. I got paired up with 3 dudes, great guys. 2 of them were
You just
Hispanic.
playing with like random people?
Yeah, sometimes because I was by myself. So like,
So how does it work? You just pull up and be like, I want this time slot or whatever.
no, I mean I picked it before. Yeah, I reserved it before. But for example, like if I go with my dad, it's 2 of us, and the max they'll send out is 4. So sometimes if there's like someone who's by themselves, they'll be like, oh, just so we're not held up and they're not held up.
Oh,
They'll be like,
yeah.
We have can you pair up so it's kind of like it moves like the pace together, and we're not holding them up or they're not super fast and then they get caught up.
Yeah.
So since I was by myself, they kind of were like, we could, if there's a gap, we'll let you go, but it was pretty backed up. Not that backed up, but like there was a couple people. So
How'd you do?
horrible. I played so bad, but actually for the first time in a long time, I had a drive where I hit the direct center of the club face. Like you could see the literal circle where the ball's supposed to be. It's perfectly in there. But I left that so open. I hit about 85 yards that way.
Ooh.
And I think I gave an old person a heart attack. It was
What?
so loud.
Oh.
It landed on the roof. It hit someone's
Oh.
roof. And
I was like, what did you
it
do?
was so loud that I think they probably had a jump scare. And we had a jump scare how loud it was because it was far. But nah, it was just like I hadn't played in a while, and I was just stupid shots.
Yeah.
But no, it was fun. Like I just always like being out there. I hadn't been out there in a while, so just being able to kind of like finally play golf again, that was nice. But as you know, I worked Friday, Saturday. We had volleyball, we had basketball here at the school, so we had that, and I ended up getting paid for basketball even though I didn't work it on Saturday. So
Nice.
always be nice. Always be nice. I bought Brad food.
Oh, okay.
Buy your boss food,
Yeah.
man.
Makes sense.
Nick drove, so he got extra hours on his timesheet. I got extra hours on my timesheet because I paid. Always be nice.
That's great. So to sum up our weekends, I played Just Dance and Brian killed an old person.
Probably, yeah, pretty
yeah.
much.
Sounds
And
good.
you lost your voice playing Just Dance.
Bro, when you win a close game
No, I'm
on
just saying. I
like
was just
the
adding.
highest difficulty level, and you haven't picked that joint up in like years, and you like when you see that score, bro, and you got like the 4 or 5 stars, and it says like your name is glowing. That's when everybody else is getting, because there was like 20 dudes in there. Everybody's getting hyped, be like, oh, every time you're hitting the moves or whatever, bro. And it was back and forth the whole time between the 3 of us. In the end, one of my brothers, AD, thought he won. So he was getting all hyped, being like, oh, look, I won. And I was like, excuse me, I'm player 1, because it was player 1 that won. He was player 2. I was like, look at the TV, look at my remote, then see who won. And he was like, and I was like, yeah, that's me. And everybody was like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you see why I was like,
No, it's valid. I was just saying. Just had to add that to the.
Just Dance is a fun game, bro.
I don't think I ever played Just.
You should play. I
played
didn't play until I went to my friend's house like 5 years ago.
I played the Michael Jackson one. You remember the Michael Jackson one on the Wii that came with the glove?
Yeah, I didn't
that
play it.
joint.
I didn't play it. I know what you're talking about,
I used to that Smooth Criminal, the lean forward,
bro.
almost busted my ass.
I did. Did I do the Shakira one? I did one of them
Did the
that
hips
was
move
like,
that? Did the hips lie?
they lied that night, bro. I did one of them where it was like, I did not know what I was getting myself into.
Yeah.
Like-
I'd be like that. You feel like you got rhythm and then the game's exposed. you.
It just kept going, and I was like, oh. For the longest time, I didn't know they showed the moves coming up in the bottom right corner.
Yeah, I think I knew that from like a movie or like a video or something like that.
So when I would go to my friend's house, I would go through it like one time, just be guessing. And then by the time it would come back around, I'd be like, okay, so this is what you do here and whatever.
Yeah,
and
you
everything.
knew already.
And then I learned that, I was like, why are y'all so good at this? And they were like, the moves are right there. And I was like,
Cheating. They were cheating, bro. That's what you had
I was
to
like,
do.
y'all must play this game like 24/7.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then, did you know that the lyrics to the song are in the bottom left corner?
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either until Saturday.
There you
Fun
go.
fact.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Remember that.
The game is like, who knows? Let's see, we played Just Dance 4, which is like 2012. Then Just Dance 2014. So yeah, it's an old game. Anyways, enough about our lives. Let's get into
the
some
sports lives.
God, the NFL has. Can you believe it's about to be week 11?
No. I
This-
think we said that last time.
I
It was
think-
week 10,
Can you?
and we're saying the same thing now.
How would you rate this season so far?
Um,
I'm giving it a 7.
I feel like that's a pretty solid rating, but I don't know. I feel like there's been some, exciting parts. Some
There's been cool
dramatic
storylines,
flares,
but yeah.
but I feel like the negatives have kind of impacted. I don't know. I feel like like a 6 or a 7, because you got to think about Joshua Dobbs' storyline, like the pastor now he's going crazy. The Lions having a crazy record. Tyreek saying he wanted 2,000 and he had 1,000 yards by like week 7.
Aaron Rodgers surpassing all medical.
Aaron Rodgers trying to be back by December after tearing his Achilles. Like, there's so much crazy stuff that has happened for the better. Puka Nacua coming out of nowhere is one of the best rookie receivers we've ever seen.
C.J. Stroud.
C.J. Stroud literally entering into MVP conversation as a rookie. But then there's the Dolphins not being able to win against teams that are good. Obviously my team, who was projected to be pretty decent, and now they're
Same here.
the worst team in football, man. That's rough. It also sucks when Tommy DeVito has more throwing touchdowns than Daniel Jones, who has 2, and Tyrod Taylor, who has 2. Tommy DeVito has 3.
How many games did Daniel Jones play? Tyrod Taylor's
More than Tommy DeVito, I'll tell you that.
Look, here's the thing. The last 3 seasons I feel like have been really good. Starting in 2020 was a good season, even though it was weird, but 21 and 22 felt like they had crazy games. Every primetime game was almost really good. Maybe not last year, but there were some crazy primetime games.
21 going to 22 was
Playoff storyline was good.
great season.
I feel like consistently there was great games every week, and it wasn't a lot of injuries or weird stuff going on.
Yeah.
Same with last year. Last year had well, first of all, the 2021 playoffs, some of the best we ever seen.
we've ever
Every
seen.
game was a game winner or overtime. It was crazy.
Stafford game-winning drive to beat Brady.
And then after, literally that same night, you had the Chiefs-Bills.
Chiefs-Bills.
And also the
Stephon.
Bengals-Titans, which went to a game-winner field goal. And then after that, you had
Evan
the
McPherson.
Bengals-Chiefs, which was,
Back and forth.
the Bengals came back and won that game. But you see what I mean? Last year, you had Vikings versus the Bills. That Justin Jefferson catch, one of the greatest we've ever seen. You
Still
had
don't know how he
the
caught that ball.
Cardinals-Raiders. I think it was week 2. It was a super early game, but Hunter Renfrow fumbled the return to win the game. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
And in the playoff side, you had the Jags being down 27-0 and coming back and
on
beating
the
the Chargers. Just stuff like that. I feel
Us
like,
blowing out Minnesota
yeah, this season has been
and then getting
obviously
blown
no, but you had the Giants making a run to the playoffs. I feel like this year,
out. It said smoking that Vikings back and then got destroyed by the Eagles.
there's been a lot of injuries. It feels like there's just been a lot more.
Even Joe Burrow, who wasn't even that hurt, but was hurt. Justin Jefferson's been out, but that's even a crazy storyline. I don't know. Have you seen that they're 5-0 without him? Mm-hmm. They were 1-4 with him.
It also feels like
Justin Jefferson to Cincinnati.
you want to talk about drama this season?
Aaron Rodgers.
A lot of drama. Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift.
That's not even drama.
It's
That's
just
just
new, news headlines.
that's just being involved in someone's personal life way too much because he's dating another public figure.
But my point being that I feel like this year, like you said, there's been a lot less of the stars, more of the randoms, which is a good. That's cool to see. But obviously, it's been a lot more disappointment, from both of our teams.
I guess, yeah.
And-
that's a certain.
I don't know. It just feels different. It just feels a little off.
Yeah, there's something weird about football this year.
Yeah.
Right, it felt like that off week 1. And I guess it felt like that probably getting blown out 40-0 on primetime, but
That's when you knew.
that's when I knew the season was chalked. Because we lost 40-0 to the Cowboys, then they beat us 49-17, and they have officially beat us 89-17 this season, which is the largest spread between 2 games in a season, between 2 teams competing against each other, and they beat us by what was it? It was not 72 points, right? I have to do the math right there. 72 points, which is like a record for like most point differential between like, conference games or something like that. Something like that. I saw that stat, and I was like, that is actually absurd.
Another reason why I say it's weird. Sam Howell, #1 passing leader, going into.
Yeah, I know. I know him and
Like,
C.J. Stroud. You saw that?
That's what I'm saying. Where does it go? Like it's cool, but it's like the top 5 is Sam Howell, C.J. Stroud, Tua, Josh Allen, and Jared Goff.
And only one of them should technically be there, which is Josh Allen.
That's what I'm saying. Mahomes is not even on the list, even though they had a bye week, so he'll be back on the list.
Well, Tua had the bye week too.
Oh, true. Sam Howell also. This is impressive for him because he has arguably the worst O-line.
Who?
Sam Howell. So you don't even know.
On the list?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like no protection whatsoever, and he's still slaying it.
O-line is just O-line for a lot of teams has been pretty bad. Tennessee's O-line is hot garbage. The Giants' O-line's hot garbage. Eagles isn't even that. Not Eagles. Jets is not even that good. Obviously, Commanders.
Our O-line isn't that good.
The Browns is kind of mid too.
The Browns.
You saw Deshaun Watson out for the season?
Oh yeah.
That was.
Oh yeah.
That was villainous. Oh Lord.
That's not even. I say it like that because the memes have just been
spectacular.
This season has had some great. A1 NFL memes.
100.
I can't get away from them.
No.
But the Deshaun Watson ones especially. Can you believe they fully guaranteed contract?
Was that he's the first one, right? That like a.
It was like $275.
Every month, every single cent was guaranteed.
5-year, I believe it was $275 or something like that.
270 had 250, something like that. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
And
that's crazy.
They had Josh Dobbs, and they got rid of him.
The day before training camp ended.
I hate that man just because of what he did to my team. But you gotta love it. You gotta love the success story. Here's one thing I never thought I'd be able to say this year. We have the same record as the Buffalo Bills. I know that might not be a good thing. 5-5. Buffalo.
Oh, they're 5-5?
Yeah.
I thought they were 4-5.
No.
5-5.
Yeah.
There you go.
Would you look at that?
We're ranked 31st in the power rankings.
Who's 32nd?
Panthers.
Yeah.
They're still worse than us.
Yeah.
They're still a team worse than us. So.
See, you know what? 5-5, still the top of our division. Still can make the playoffs.
You don't have a losing record.
Yeah.
You're not a losing record.
Don't have a winning record either.
But it's not a losing record. That's how you.
But going into the bye week, 6-4 would have been better. But you know what? Still top of the.
Hey.
Still got a playoff spot right now. Right, you ended the season right now. We're in the playoffs, so I'll take it.
You end the season, we get the second pick.
And we didn't have injuries, too. Jared Carr got hurt. Marshawn Lattimore got hurt.
Is that why Jameis started playing last game, or was it?
He was in concussion protocol and his shoulder was hurt.
I thought they were just losing so bad they took him out.
Nope.
And then Jameis.
Because we started to come back. We only lost by 8 points.
Proceeded to throw one of the best touchdown passes I've ever seen, and then proceeded to.
You mean one of the most Jameis touchdowns you've ever seen?
And then proceeded to throw one of the worst interceptions I've ever seen on the next drive.
But Chris Olave also had one of the best catches of the year. You probably didn't see it. Fade right corner. You did see it?
I did see it.
When he wants to play, he's really good.
It was all over social media.
Because it should be.
Okay.
As it should be. Don't react like that. It's true.
Cortland Sutton's catch was way better.
True.
His
But I'm just
touchdown catch
saying
is
that
amazing.
catch. You know what I couldn't get away from? That was all over social media? That Josh Dobbs. Oh, we'll get there in a second. The Josh Dobbs play. How did he do that?
What, the running play?
Yes.
The coach did, bro. Kevin O'Connell.
Even Kevin O'Connell was like, "Oh my goodness." I saw that.
Man didn't say one word. He was just like.
I saw that they scored again, so I was like, "Oh, how did they score?" Because I don't remember what I was doing, but I couldn't watch the game. I went on my phone and I was like, "You got to be kidding!"
Man, basically
he did that to us,
ran like this,
and then just jumps into the end zone, coolest pose. The sideline cam was phenomenal. It hurts.
Oh, I bet it does, man.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even want to talk about the Saints anymore. Let's move on. DeMar Hamlin.
What a transition.
Yeah, that's as good as it's gonna get right now.
No,
See, I'm all riled up. So DeMar Hamlin.
The DeMar Hamlin memes were something different.
Dude. The Bills' downfall needs to be studied.
The Madden curse has just hit Josh Allen like a.
I thought the Madden curse was broken. Mahomes, he broke it.
Lamar broke it.
Lamar broke it too. What's going on?
Because it took off it had to take time off after what it did to Antonio Brown. That now it's just come back in full swing. It's taken like 3 years off.
Dude.
Now it was like, who's next?
It's like his interceptions. I know apparently he's always been like this, but like
11 leads the league. 13 turnovers leads the
I'm
league.
not trying to like, because
Trash on him.
I don't want to say anything good about the Cowboys, but I did see this is a good point. They said somewhere, I think it was in the comment section, said we talk about Dak's interceptions as if they're Josh Allen's or whatever, something along those lines.
No, I think that one. What I saw another one said if we talk about Josh Allen's interceptions as we talked about Dak, he'd be like blackballed out of the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Like he'd be hated. And honestly,
It's a good point.
I've always it's just like when it comes to crunch time, I feel like we trash on Dak because he hasn't been able to get the Cowboys.
Yeah.
To kind of the promised land as some people call it, where it was like Josh Allen has been able to go to championship games, which the Cowboys haven't. But it's like Dak is like just through his 10th game of 400 plus passing yards, which is like the most in Cowboys history.
Is he MVP conversation?
I feel like he always is. Regular season, he's a great quarterback.
Absolutely.
I feel like all the trash he gets is from the playoffs, but it's just that, Josh Allen kind of made the Bills relevant again, so that's why he's talked up so much. Whereas like Dak went to such a high prolific team that everyone claims it's kind of like, it's the Lakers and the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
They've always said it. You're a Laker fan, you're a Cowboy fan, you're a Yankee fan.
I think Trayvon would argue that Stephon made the Bills on the map.
We saw
you know what
that.
I mean?
I saw that tweet. We'll get into that, but
did you see the fake Instagram post from Stephon going around?
They didn't want to give me the ball or something like that.
No, he said like, I told him to give me the ball at half, and he said put on a what team they play?
Oh, Broncos.
He told me to put on a Broncos jersey.
Yeah, something like that.
That was fake, obviously, but some people thought that was real, and I was like,
I had to do a double take. I had to reread it. I was like, what did I just? When you read something, but you don't realize what you read.
I saw it, and I was like, there's absolutely no way.
That was something.
Like
crazy.
that is team chemistry like annihilated if you post that. It's done. Minus
40%.
Minus 10,000.
The 2K bar. Minus 100,000 fans.
But you see what I mean? First of all, Trayvon, come on, bro. Like Josh Allen, regardless of his issues, he's still a talented quarterback. Okay.
He's got a heck of a
While we're on the topic of memes, I did see. So did you know the Family Guy meme with like the color as like the police officers holding like skin tones?
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
The first three that were the light ones said gunslinger. It was like NFL quarterbacks. And the bottom three said can't read a defense, like the darker ones or whatever. So Peter Griffin was NFL quarterbacks and the cop was reading. And it's like, that's a good point.
Though.
If anybody that was, of a Lamar complexion threw that many picks, or Dak complexion, it was like, oh, he can't read a defense. But Josh Allen, Joe Burrows, they're gunslingers. It's fine. It's fine.
I guess.
I really don't care. I just thought it was hilarious.
But Joe Burrow and Pat, Pat's even.
Pat's yeah.
Technically.
Mm-hmm.
But who else am I thinking? Like.
Even like a Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's just bad.
I'm just saying, like.
Yeah.
I just thought that was funny.
Like a Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Who has probably one of the strongest arms in football.
True.
Yeah.
He's a gunslinger. He doesn't pick.
Yeah.
You know?
That's crazy. That's outrageous. I did not see that one. I know the meme you're talking about, but I hadn't seen that one for NFL.
The Bills, like, dude, the Broncos.
The Broncos beat the Bills and the Chiefs back to back.
Broncos country is actually riding.
Russell's in MVP conversation.
Yeah.
His touchdown interception ratio is one of the best this season.
Also, I think his QBR is also up there too.
He was like 16 and like 3 going into this game, or like that's what he is coming out of it now. It's like absurd.
I think the Broncos are like 3-0 since Sean Payton's playbook got leaked or whatever.
Maybe they should just leak the full playbook.
Something like that. They beat.
Did he have
the
sleeves on this
Chiefs?
weekend? Did he have sleeves on this weekend?
I don't know.
This Monday?
I don't know.
Because remember when he cut the sleeves off in the game and then they lost?
I don't know why he did that.
Said to make sure he had sleeves on.
Dude, but they beat the Chiefs and the Bills back to back.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. They're still 4-5, but it's like
Look who they beat.
they're better.
The combined win percentage of the teams the Dolphins have beat this season is 275. 27.5% chance of winning.
So do you think when it comes down to it in the playoffs, Miami could get it done?
I mean,
Because they'll be going against a good team. And so far,
I'm going to say yes. Because I feel like that's a different atmosphere. That's playoffs. It's not regular season. You know, I don't understand why they do it, but you know what I'm saying. Like, sometimes people are like, oh, some teams are like, you know, they're just kind of playing. But, I mean, I hope they figure it out for the playoffs.
I hope so too. For the sake of
For Tua. For Tyreek.
for Tyreek, yeah, that's what I was
For
thinking.
Jalen Waddle, even. For Mike McDaniel, bro, to be honest. Just to show that everyone loves him as a coach. But
Do you think? Sorry, this is kind of random, but do you think the Niners are back? I don't know. I know they won.
After this weekend?
Yeah, I know they won, but it's like
Winning without CMC scoring is kind of crazy, though.
I felt so bad for him. All he needed was one.
Break the record.
Every single game he's had one for the last 17 games, and he couldn't get one this game.
Would have broke the record.
Everyone else on offense scored.
George scored. Brandon scored. Did Debo score?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
Now he's got to go another 17. Probably not gonna happen. If I'm being honest, like,
That's an absurd stat, man.
It is.
That's a crazy stat.
and now they have Chase Young. Did you see Chase Young?
not even fair.
Chase Young and
Nick Bosa?
Nick Bosa on the sideline. He was saying, "I'm so happy you're here," because
Yeah,
they used to
they
play
used
together.
to play together.
You know.
Yeah.
Also, again, this is why. Back to the memes. People
Nick
were saying
Bosa
that
memes.
Nick Bosa is.
He's
See,
good.
he beat the allegation. He beat the racist allegation because he likes Chase
No,
Young.
you know how they played when they played the Ravens a couple weeks ago or something like that, or they're gonna play the Ravens. They have an all-black quarterback room, right? And they're like, "Oh, Nick Bosa's gonna have like 7 sacks."
I mean, it's.
But did you see?
gonna be a thing forever.
Did you see Trevor Lawrence after he got sacked by both of them?
No.
He just looked up at his O-line and was like, like he was just on the floor, just like,
What can you do?
"What can you do, bro?"
Can you imagine being in that position?
I'd
that
cry.
terrifying.
I'd go to the floor.
That's worse than a horror movie. Like that's that. You know the
You thought Insidious was bad? Line up in front of Nick Bosa and Chase Young. Then you're gonna know what's
you
bad.
know the college QB who's just like. That would be me in that joint. I'd be like, or you know the Daniel Jones like where he's like.
That was so, bro. That is so bad, man.
But yeah, no.
Worse than horror movies, crazy.
It's-
That's a perfect.
It's worse than a horror.
That's a great.
I don't know how else
analogy.
you would describe it. Horror movie ain't real. That's real. You got.
Oh my God.
You got both of them coming out. Can you imagine getting just crunched, sandwiched?
I think I'd rather go to McCamey Manor than or Manor, however you pronounce it, than go there. It's
Dog.
the scariest house in the whole world. You know that?
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah, they can. I know this is a little tangent, but
We don't mind a couple tangents. New studio. new
Halloween
vibe.
was gone a couple weeks ago.
It's fine.
So it's like a horror house. Like this dude has it's basically like in his backyard, and you sign a waiver, like to be allowed in it. And there's like a wait list of like 25,000 people.
Oh my gosh.
No one has been able to make it through all the way, but they can literally torture you. Like they can pull your teeth out. Like they can like tattoo you, shave your
Why
hair.
would you go there?
Oh, I don't know.
Where is this?
In Tennessee. I don't know why anyone would sign up for that, but they can like literally
Tennessee is such
waterboard
a
you.
random place to have.
They can like waterboard you, like literally like flip you upside down and literally just drop water on you.
This
Like,
is just an
they can
excuse.
tattoo you, they can like break your teeth, and I was like, that's not a horror house. That's a torture chamber.
Somebody wanted to torture people. Was like,
Honestly,
let me make this legal.
Honestly, rather go through that than line up in front of Nick Bosa and Chase Young. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, because you can leave the house. Once you,
I
once,
can call timeout. I can't say I'm done. I can't stop with them.
once you start that game, you gotta go all 48 minutes. Or 60 minutes, sorry. You gotta
60,
go.
because it's 15. Yeah.
And you only get 3 timeouts per half. Once those timeouts are done, you gotta line up. you gotta
accept your
you gotta look
you gotta
left,
accept your fate.
and you gotta look right, and you gotta.
You gotta accept your fate, man. It's the Avengers just got Thanos, bro. They got Superman. The Avengers got Superman. There's no way around that.
NFL, investigate this. There's no way.
There's got to be some tampering going on there.
There's no way. We finally got a pass rusher too. We signed Jason Pierre-Paul, but that would have been cool. Like,
wait, what? Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
But that would have been cool like 6 years ago.
JPP.
He's older now though. You know, like it's good to have, but it's like
he still only got 2.5 fingers, or is it? I think it's 3.
Look, maybe we can finally get some pressure on our front end because we haven't been able to do that. We have Cam Jordan. Maybe now we can play Cam Jordan on the inside, get a little something going.
He's playing outside.
Yeah.
Oh. So now you put him back where he's supposed to be?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
You see what I mean?
I was going to say, last time I checked, he wasn't an edge.
Let's put him back where he's supposed to be.
He wasn't an edge rusher.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
the only team that succeeded off that is the Steelers. They have a right tackle playing left tackle or vice versa that they drafted. Man's a stud though. This man off runs is running to the other side of the line and blocking people like going forward. I saw a video today. Sometimes you can play off position. Some people are good at that.
Taysom Hill.
There is no position for Taysom.
When he does it, we win. Tell me why he only had like a couple targets. He had like two targets versus the Vikings. Make it make sense. Anyways, I think my favorite Damar Hamlin meme. First of all, shout out to him. He's got comeback player of the year lined up. Regardless of what you want to say, he's gonna get it. You know.
Yeah.
But for that penalty to be on him, it's not even that big a deal. Like, well, it is a big deal because it lost the game. People make mistakes. But the fact that it was him, for NFL fans,
Go off.
just, I mean, we want to talk about ruthless. I think my favorite one was the doctor saying, "Do not resuscitate." Did you see that one? I think I sent it to you.
Which one?
It was Bills fans after Damar Hamlin got the penalty, and it was
the dinner table.
No, that one. But there's another one with the doctor saying like, "This is the procedure for do not resuscitate." That is crazy.
Oh my God.
That and the dinner table are some of the wildest things I've ever seen.
Do not resuscitate.
Do not resuscitate.
Have you seen what they said? Have you seen the it's not a meme about him, but it is about him. You know how the ambulance now has number 3 on it? Have you seen it? And the window has his uniform Hamlin 3.
No, I didn't see that.
They're you'll get taken away in the Damar ambulance.
I saw the Damar mobile or something like that. Damar
Damar mobile is crazy. Oh,
bro.
Oh.
What we got coming up?
You know who was in that game, right? When that happened? The Bengals. The Bengals played tonight against the Ravens. Finally, we have a good Thursday night matchup. Who do you think is winning tonight?
I'm going to go Baltimore. Let me take that back. No,
you can say the hometown kid.
I'm going to go Baltimore, but I need Joe Burrow and Joe Mixon to still have good games.
So true. So true. So true.
You can have a good game and still lose, you know?
I'm not going to lie. I used to be saying that. I used to be hitting the I hope the Bulls lose. It'll be they'll play the Heat, right? I'm I hope the Heat blow out the Bulls, but I hope Lonzo gets a triple-double. He could have 20, 10, and 5. He could have 20, 10, and 11, but Zach LaVine could have 4 points. I don't care.
Dog, this bye week railed me. Week 10 for fantasy? It was bad. 6 of my starters.
Damn.
Exactly. It was bad.
Damn.
Both my teams.
Oh Lord.
It was bad.
Oh, you just. I would.
I ended up winning by 3 points against my brother. Shout out to
Did he not start his lineup?
He did. Dog, it
Nah.
was TJ Hawkinson gave me like 30.
Oh my God.
Phenomenal. And then he had Stephon Diggs who gave him 6 points. That's really what did it. He was projected to win to that last game. So shout out to that. I lost. I got smacked.
Shout out the Broncos right there, baby.
I got smacked in my other league though.
Oh yeah, you just took the L on that one.
And I'm 7-3 now, so it is what it is.
You still.
It's just
chilling.
like-
You're chilling.
But no, everyone's back this week. I need Joe Burrow and Joe Mixon to go off.
To the moon, baby. Cincy.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna go with Bengals. Obviously, you know I'm a big Joey B guy. I love Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
You know I love Ravens. Obviously, got love for OBJ. Always will.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's gonna be a good game. I think we're finally gonna have a good game.
it's a rivalry.
It is a rivalry. Lamar does have the edge on Joe Burrow though.
He does.
He does have the edge on him, so it might happen, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think Bengals.
There's a lot of, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of emotions going around the NFL right now. Like, good and bad. But, let's see, Bills fired their OC, who I don't think that was a good move because I don't think he's to blame for Josh Allen's picks.
I mean, yeah, I don't think it's Dorsey's fault.
Also, I think I looked up his numbers, and he's like, had like a top 3 offense that he's been running every year that he's been in the league.
Ken Dorsey,
Yeah.
he's pretty good. I think.
So, fire Pete Carmichael, go pick up Ken Dorsey.
Hey,
See what it would do for our team.
hey, that's what you want. But I know Steelers fans want to fire Matt Canada and go pick up
True.
Ken Dorsey.
How are they 6-3? I swear
Mike
they've been.
Tomlin is the
I swear
GOAT.
they've been losing, and I'll go back and I'm like, no, they won.
Mike Tomlin,
They won.
the GOAT, man.
They got to be the most fraud team. No disrespect. I'm not like a Steelers hater or whatever.
Mink, I ain't gonna hold you. Minka called an audible. Did you see that?
I did, and he got the game-winning pick.
And they got the game-winning pick.
But they're 6-3.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, cool, but it's like, what? You know?
What can you do,
Anyways,
man?
I think I'm most happy for Devontae right now. That man is on cloud 9.
Oh,
Cloud-
Cloud 900, bro. That man's so
The whole
far
team is. The locker room,
Crosby
the
smoking
locker
a
room
back.
videos. He's smoking one on TV.
out. Man just hit that John too. They didn't even care.
Can you believe that they all collectively hated that man, Josh McDaniels?
I hated him too. I ain't even gonna lie.
I mean,
Got no beef with the guy. Got no reason to hate him. Just don't like him. Just thought he was a idiot.
and they're 2-0 without him.
2 or 3.
I think it's 2.
Well, we had the one. Was that the night that?
Or are they 2-1 with that? I don't know.
I don't know. Let's
I don't-
not sit here and lie.
Yeah,
If only Billy was here.
Billy knows every.
Well, no,
Number.
he's a Raiders fan.
He's a Raiders fan.
Yeah. He's a Raiders fan. Yeah. You didn't know that?
No,
Yeah, he's a Raider fan.
I didn't know that.
He was supposed to be here yesterday, but
Oh yeah,
other,
we said that we would have a guest,
we did have one planned.
and shout out to Billy for being Moxie tonight.
He is our school's mascot tonight, so
Yeah,
he couldn't make it, but it is what it
is
is.
what it is. Not next week, but 2 weeks
Next
when we
week
come
is
back.
Thanksgiving. We don't
We'll
know
be-
yet if we're gonna have
we'll be
one.
fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But you know what finally got figured out? The Miami Heat.
Oh yeah,
6 in a row.
didn't Jimmy have like 30
He had
last
30
night?
against the Hornets. Not
Mhm.
last night, the night before. Bam's been so consistent this year. Like 26 and 10 every game. It was like-
What's his name? Jaquez.
Jaime
right?
Jaquez
Jaime
Jr.,
Jaquez
baby.
Jr.
I was actually happy that we drafted him. I was one of like the few people. Everyone was like, "Oh, why'd you draft him?" Like, I didn't really care, bro. Like, I watched the tournament. We both did. We were watching the tournament. I watched his runs. I looked at his stats. I was like, "Yo, efficient." That's all I cared about, right? And defense. I was scared that Spoelstra wasn't gonna play him, but Spoelstra's played him. He even gave him a start the other night when Jimmy was out, and now that Tyler's out as well, he got a start and he dropped 20 on the Hornets. And shout out Haywood Highsmith, man, Defensive Player of the Year right there. 5 steals, 2 blocks, locked up Melo,
That's nice.
was locking him up, and I mean, kind of sucks they were winning without Tyler, but Winning without Tyler is huge. Because we didn't have Caleb Martin either the whole season. He's been out. He got hurt in preseason.
Dang, I didn't know that.
So now that he's back, that's Eastern Conference final. Should have been MVP. They gave it to Jimmy, but he was one vote off.
Mm-hmm.
He was killing
But
Boston.
Caleb Martin went off, though.
He was killing Boston, no cap. So
He
we
was
get him
cooking.
back. We get him back. He's probably gonna start like today. He's clear. He's playing today. He might start, especially since like Jimmy, since Tyler's not. I don't know if they're gonna go like they might put him at the 3 and move Jimmy to the 2, or they might bring him off the bench just to like kind of get like, bring him in with Josh Richardson for defense and scoring, and then keep Duncan in the starting lineup. But I wouldn't be opposed to bringing Duncan back off the bench. Shout out Duncan too. Miami runs on Duncan. No, that's the slogan. That's actually what they say for him.
I didn't know.
Oh, you know how it's America
See
runs
the-
on Duncan? Like
Yeah,
the Dunkin'
yeah,
Donuts?
I know that.
So they used to say Miami runs on Duncan.
I understood the reference. I was just like, I thought you made that up.
No, they always say that.
Do you miss Udonis?
No. Like, he's still
Why
there.
not?
He's there. You know that, right?
Is he on the coaching staff?
They signed him to, like, a special role. Yeah. He
A
signed
special role?
Yeah. I don't know what it was called. I forgot. I say that because I forgot what it's called. That's why I said it's a special role. Because when I say special role, that means Brian don't know what it is. So they it's like a assistant to the something. Essentially, he's part of the franchise still. He's just not a player, which I wanted him to do 4 years ago, but they finally did it. I ain't gonna lie, we needed him on that bench for the bubble, and glad we had him. So, but like last year, we kind of could have used it, but
Yeah. Dude, the NBA,
so he's still there. Like he was at practice the other day. He was practicing with the players.
he just can't get away.
Karan still does it sometimes too, so I don't really blame him. Suiting up for the Heat once again, but he kind of does it too.
Dude, so that's good for Miami. I think Boston's was it Perk that said they had this most complete team? I don't know who it
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
And he's right,
They're
And he's
dominating.
which is rare, but he's right.
Dame time, Logo Lillard came back
Yesterday, because
I know.
did you see his stats recently?
It's pretty bad.
40 from the field, 29 from 3. That was his percentages. So it's gonna take a while, but he's got years on his contract. Giannis got years on his contract.
It's still super early in the year, and
They'll
like
be
you
all
said, it's first year.
They'll be all right next
Plenty
year,
of
bro. No, don't worry about that. I ain't stressed about them.
I want to get into this tournament because it has done something to the league.
It has, man.
Tuesday night, something was in the air Tuesday night. I don't know what was going on, but Draymond Green, you had
Actually, before we get into the details, actually, I just saw smoke coming out of your mouth. That's how cold it is in here. That's why we are wearing hoodies in Florida.
it is. You got shorts. I see the goosebumps.
Yeah.
The goosebumps on your leg.
I just saw literal smoke come out of his mouth. But
Cold studio. What can I say?
what was I gonna say? Oh, did you see the Draymond stat?
Was it like out of the last 10 games, about like 3 with Steph Curry, 7 without, or
Yes.
whatever?
So it's his last 11 ejections, right? 3 of them have been with Steph Curry playing. 7 have been without him playing.
And then Rudy
And that's
Gobert,
when Rudy said it.
he was like, whenever Steph's not in,
That's
he's the
why
one to play.
Rudy said what he said.
He
and
said
I
he
was
gets
like,
out.
Oh! I was like, spicy.
Draymond, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why you got beef for everybody?
Man turned into WWE.
Why do you? I
No,
mean, I
no,
couldn't
no.
even believe that was real. I was like,
And then like, I mean, shout out Kurt. You're obviously gonna, you're always gonna ride for your players.
Steve Kerr, stop. Come on.
But first of all, Clay started it. He literally grabbed Jalen McDaniel. Jalen was like, "Get off me," and he didn't let go. So Jalen stood on business as he should.
Bro.
He stood on business.
Yeah.
Respect. And then he rips your jersey, and then you're mad when you started it. Rudy choked him out. Bro, look at the angles. Rudy puts his hands on Clay to
All he
rule
did
him
was
out.
try to pull him away,
pulled
and
him away.
Draymond comes out of the other side of the court.
I kind of get it why. Yeah, you should have pulled your player out instead of the other team's player. I understand. Rudy's not a rude guy. Everyone knows Rudy's not a mean guy. Everyone knows that.
There is no reason to have somebody in a in a WWE chokehold like that.
Cold, man. Dana White. Get on. Sign your boy.
we had-
Dana White. Sign your boy. Heavyweight.
3 ejections, 2 minutes into the
A
game,
minute 43.
0 points.
A minute 43 into the game.
And then on the other side, you had Anthony Davis versus the Grizzlies. they got into it. That scuffle was way lighter, but still, it was the fact that it happened more than once.
There's some.
The tournament play, maybe it's helping competitiveness. I don't know.
Hey, Adam.
Embiid almost got
you're onto
into
something.
Embiid almost got into a scuffle too a few days ago, because he shot that three even though the time was out, trying to get more points. Because he said, which I like that he did that for people to understand how it actually works.
Yeah, because I didn't know.
Points matter. It's the same way as like soccer does it. Points matter at the end of the day. So he understands that because someone that's not from America probably has seen this format before. He knows how it works. And he's like, I'm gonna do what I can. And they were like, oh, that's not cool.
Yeah.
You know,
You know what that gave vibes off of?
What?
Lance Stevenson against the Raptors. When PJ and DeMar were just grilling him and he just walked out, just put his head down and walked out. That gave me that vibes.
Do you think there's too many unspoken rules? Because I'm seeing this argument on social media.
About what?
In basketball of like, you know, let the clock run out.
Oh, like
or
unwritten rules like that?
like just stuff like that.
Bro, I mean, the sport I played growing up, my first sport, also has a bunch of unwritten rules. You never step on the line when you're going in and out of the field.
Baseball.
Mm-hmm. Like you can't step on the line.
No, but this is like
It's like, you know, like
something that would get the other team mad.
yeah. No, like it would just, you do that for superstition.
I mean, like,
but it's like
respect stuff.
It's
you
like,
know?
you know, if you hit one of our players, right, like we're gonna hit you back. Doesn't matter who's hitting, like we're gonna hit you back regardless. And it's like, that's stupid. Like
Yeah.
you can tell that the ball slips. Just because it was a fastball doesn't mean it didn't slip. So then I come up to bat, like the first bat, and then you throw behind me, you hit me, it's like, bro. And then now you got warnings, and it's like, it's so stupid. So it's like, there's always like all those stupid technicalities. Oh, don't do that, do this. Don't do that, don't do this. It's going to happen in every sport. It's going to happen in every sport.
I don't know. I feel like in that situation, learn the rules and understand. Because even Steph, did you see Steph explain everything?
Yeah.
And I was like,
He actually made it so simple. It's not
he
even
did make
funny.
it simple.
And he made it not simple. The way
Yeah.
the way he explained it was so not simple because he didn't break it down, but he broke it down.
I know exactly what you mean. Because I knew how it worked before I saw the video, so I was like, yeah, no, exactly. But then I realized, for someone that has no idea,
Yeah, I didn't know that
probably
there was
didn't
like,
help.
I didn't know there was money involved there that points mattered.
Dude,
I just know that there was like I
Okay.
knew it was another
there's
incentive for like
money involved.
I knew that like teams would be compensated for like regular seasons if they don't make it to the playoffs. I knew that.
Bro, 500K,
Yeah, that's nothing for a basketball team. That's nothing.
that's like lower than the minimum contract for like a bench player. That's nothing.
That's crazy.
For a whole team?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with 500K? Probably donate it, which is cool.
Yeah.
But like, give whoever wins home court advantage during like the finals or something.
Yeah, I know we talked about that, which makes sense.
You know, easy. Regardless, I like the play. I don't like the courts. I don't like the courts.
They look
Courts
like
are
2K
ugly.
my court, bro.
They're too. It hurts your eyes.
Too bright.
Yeah.
Like especially the Pelicans one. That neon green strip is like, how do you
see? Like just trying to see the players
Like-
and the court.
I just get a headache thinking about it, man. I just get a headache like envisioning it. It's basically just like this.
Literally.
Like this is just the rest of the court, and this is just the strip down the middle.
I don't know. It's
I
weird.
like the trophy on the court. That's sick. They should bring that back
It
to
is
the
cool.
finals.
Yeah, they should.
But like,
You
the
see
heat,
La-
the heat is like red and like gray.
Le Shuffle. You see that?
The shuffle. You
Le-
mean the squeak?
Le Squeak. Le Court Check. There's Le everything.
Every like step. It was here's 56 seconds of LeBron checking the court. Why did I need to see that?
Omar.
Explain to me why did I watch the whole video?
You watched the whole
I
thing?
swear.
Even I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched
the
like
whole
10
video.
seconds and I was
I was actually like checking every spot he was
Right.
checking.
I
And then
watched-
I was like, why did I just do that? I said, there's a minute I'm never getting back.
the king. I watched like 10 seconds and I was like, I don't need to see all this.
Oh, you should have seen the comments, man.
The comments were so funny.
My glorious king making sure he doesn't fall any point in the game. My glorious king making sure the court is set up for his teammates. I was like, oh my God, man. And did you see yesterday? Speaking of that, De'Aaron Fox, the Kings played the Lakers, right?
Yeah.
And he was arguing with LeBron about the foul, which it wasn't a foul at the end of the game. And they said, yeah, he's arguing with the right person. He's the only one that
I
can
saw that.
overturn the
I
call.
saw that. I saw that.
He's the only one that can talk
Hey.
to the rest. He's the only one that can overturn
He's
the
right.
call.
He's right.
And they're like, don't talk to my glorious king like
Like,
that.
where's-
My glorious king was fouled, De'Aaron. You don't know
How
what
do
you're
you
doing.
foul my glorious king?
I was like, yo.
No, but like, first of all, he's right. Second, Domantas Sabonis outplaying AD like that.
I mean, AD had 9 points, dog.
Sabonis had like 20 plus.
29.
He had 29. I don't know how many rebounds, but
18.
he cooked him.
Cooked him. That's an understatement.
Sabonis
He burned
isn't
him.
even like the biggest dude, and he was just. I mean, hey,
Sabonis is nice, though.
he's good.
He's nice.
The Kings.
People forget about his time over
Where
there.
are they in
Indy.
the West right now? I'm gonna look it up.
I think they're top 5.
Do you think they're gonna do the same they did last year?
Yeah, they're making the playoffs. They're making the playoffs.
Why am I blanking on what to look up? Nuggets number 1, obviously. Ooh,
Maverick, too.
Mavericks number 2.
Yeah.
Kyrie.
And Kyrie's hurt now.
He's hurt now, but he was still hooping before.
Bro said, I'm tired, and then dropped 35? Oh, I'm tired. I might not play that much today.
I heard
35?
that was people were speculating he was trying to. Did you say he had to give the youngins a little boost or whatever? And be like, yeah, guys, I need to pick me up. He was lying the whole time.
Probably. Hey,
Something like that.
if that's how he gets the team involved. Shout out Derek Lively, by the way. Steal of the draft right there. Derek Lively is cooking.
The Rockets are
Actually cooking.
for
Cooking.
Timberwolves 3. Anthony Edwards.
Michael Jordan.
He might be
2.0.
my favorite this year. He's becoming that dude that like you don't want to talk to.
He
You
might,
feel me?
He might be Michael Jordan 2.0.
You don't want to talk. You see him at Draymond again. You see him talking about Draymond again.
No one cares about you. No one
yeah,
talking
nobody
to you.
cares about you, bro.
Is it no one cares or no one's talking to you?
He said no one's worried about you.
That's what it is.
Is nobody worried about you, Draymond?
That's what it is. Hey,
Gobert's worried about him. Now Gobert's worried about him.
that's true.
Everybody should be worried about Draymond at this point.
Yeah.
Bro, he can't keep doing this. Sorry. 5 games? Do you think that's right or that's like too light?
I think it should, like, I agree with what Matt Barnes said. It should be 2 to 3, but they're going to give him more to make a statement out of it.
You see Ja tweet a smiley face?
Did he?
Ja tweeted a smiley face in response to, I think, both fights. But mainly Draymond one.
Why did he respond to a smiley face?
Because he's like, I guess I'm not the only one or whatever. And people, bro,
But he never did anything bad.
Well,
On the basketball court.
NBA memes were like,
On the basketball court. Let me
they were
correct
saying
myself.
all this violence got, it's like a bat signal to Ja Morant to come back. They were like, without Ja, the league, bro,
The bat
it
signal's
said,
crazy.
someone else was like, without Ja, the league is like falling into chaos or whatever. It said the crime rates are up.
Oh. Nah, basketball. Tyrese Maxey. Did we talk about his 50 ball?
We might have. But regardless,
Well, he's balling.
he's doing what James Harden should have done in Philly.
That's what it is. We never talked about this because we talked about this Tuesday. You heard about that Mavericks reporter? No?
The one that says she,
No, not she.
nah, I don't know what you're talking
Right
about.
here? Woo. James Harden. You're not the system. You're not
Oh,
the beard.
yes.
You're the problem.
You see, he got in trouble for that?
Yeah, he had to apologize for telling this telling the truth.
That's so dumb.
For telling the
He
truth.
shouldn't have to apologize. It's because it went viral.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have to apologize. He was right.
Harden responded.
What do you say?
So I don't pay no mind to that. Like people just talk
Well-
like he goes, you know.
James, you should because, what are they, 0-6? 0-6 with you?
I can't believe what I just read.
What?
I don't even want to say it.
Now you have to say it.
No, I don't want to say it. I'm going to show it to you. Because I don't want this on air. Yeah. That's exactly what just happened. Can't say that on air, to be honest. So just going to keep it, under wraps. Guess what it is? What were we talking about?
I was talking about James Harden being 0-6, or the Clippers.
0-5.
Clippers are, no, it's 6 now. They lost again.
I thought it was on 5 now. I might be on 6.
It's 6.
Yeah, he is a problem though. Kobe said he's never gonna win anything.
Like I said,
Why we ain't listen to him?
it's the Clippers. Everybody was like, oh,
Well, but
no, but like people were like, oh, who's stopping this lineup? Themselves.
no, it's not even themselves. It's him. It's him, because they looked solid without him. obviously last year there wasn't enough time. Like Russ had to get acclimated. Now that they're acclimated, that Kawhi's gonna play every game, Paul George is gonna play every game, Russ is gonna play. They had Bones Highland, and now you take Bones completely out of the rotation because you put in, you have to bring in Harden. Yeah, he shot pretty decent last game, right? But it doesn't matter. He demands the ball so much, it's stupid.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, Paul George, he shot the wedgie in clutch time, but he had 30 points or 38 points. We're not gonna let that go. We're not gonna let that go unnoticed. Whatever. He missed one shot. What about the other 38 points he made?
Sorry, that was a hiccup.
No, I know that was a hiccup, but I was just like, it makes no sense.
I don't get it, but
They were winning without him. As soon as he gets there, they're losing, no matter how good they play. Lack of defense, right? He talked about excuses because he said, "Oh, I didn't have an off season, like I couldn't train." You had an entire off season. You were just too busy mouthing off on Daryl Morey.
If somehow, because he does train, if Jokic has time to train in Serbia, which he probably does, you got time to train somewhere. Just because you couldn't train with the team doesn't mean you can't train on your own.
He could have trained with the Sixers.
Or yeah,
he could have trained with the Sixers.
Yeah.
They didn't hand him the reins, bro. He was the point guard, like the reporter said, like Brian Demarais said. He was holding the reins. He has the basketball. They literally let Tyrese be a 2 guard. They let Joel Embiid not bring the ball up for James Harden. What more can you expect? You have the MVP. As much as we think it's a phony MVP, the man put up 38 the other night. He's cooking. He's gonna get his points. He's gonna get his rebounds. Tyrese is cooking. Tobias is shooting a career high, like 62% from the field. You have it there. No, I don't want to play.
That was his best chance. I mean, they went to Game 7 in.
And he choked. He had 9 points.
Yeah, that was the semis, right?
Yeah.
Still, they were right there. Right there. It's not going to happen. Not for him, at least. Unfortunate, but it's true. The Rockets are good again.
Yeah.
Hate to say it, but Dylan Brooks is hooping. Jalen Green is balling. Like, they have a nice young core.
Sengun.
Sengun is
Sengun
baby
is crazy.
Jokic.
He's absurd, man. He's so nice with it. Nice.
It's good for them. It's been a long time coming.
Even Fred's not even playing that good. Van Vliet's not playing that good.
No, he's not.
When he starts cooking, oh my God, it might be over.
Yeah.
They might actually be a good team. Amen is not playing that good. Amen Thompson, one of the twins. If he picks it up, if he starts playing like his brother, gosh, they're.
Speaking of twins, did you know that the Murrays were twins?
No, I didn't until this year.
I didn't know either.
I didn't know that until
I
this
year. I seen him before.
I didn't even know his brother was on the league.
I knew about Keegan.
Yeah, the Kings, because everyone knows that. I didn't know that there was
There's another one.
Yeah, I didn't know there was.
What's his brother's name? Is it Kyle?
I don't know. The same person, man.
They are.
Same person.
I saw the highlight with both of them. The comments were filled with, wait, there's two?
There's two,
The comments were filled. I didn't know there was two of them.
We knew the Thompson twins because they were blowing up like from Overtime Elite, the OTE, and then like shit, they went 4 and 5. They literally went back to back. And then it was like there just happens to be another Murray running around and we're like, huh?
Yeah, like what?
Huh? That was something crazy.
I think it's been an interesting season so far. Definitely a good one. I think the tournament's gonna be fun to watch over Christmas.
Yeah.
Steph Curry, I mean, he might get MVP.
Did you see his brother?
No, what's that?
His brother came back off injury.
No, I didn't.
Shot 6 for 6 yesterday from the field. Like 4.
Who's
4
he with
from
again?
3. The Mavericks.
Oh, he's back with. Yeah, because he was with them and then he left. And then
he went to he was in the Nets and then he went back. He was in the Kyrie trade.
No, I remember that you said.
He went like 6 for 6 last night, like 3 or 3 or 4 or 4 from 3. Had like 15. He cooked.
Low key, I hope Luka gets MVP. I think it's about time.
He might.
I want him to get one.
He keeps messing around.
I mean, messing around is how you could describe his game, to be honest. It's just, he's so. Okay, I want to bring up this Luka video I saw. He played with Dude Perfect. I don't know if you saw this, but like, I don't know the name of like the main dude with the beard.
Oh, Tyler?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
he was cooking him. And it's like someone that's 6'7", He moves so smoothly. Yeah, it's like slow, but not at the
It's
same
Paul
time.
George, but slower.
It's weird. You know what I mean?
It's Paul George, but slower. Because Paul George is so smooth.
And I thought about that because like he's 6'7". The tallest dude on like my basketball team right now is 6'6", and he's huge. And he's like, and Luka's bigger than that, doing guard stuff and cooking like the league.
You know what's scary about that?
It's scary.
It's that Chet and Wemby are moving like that, dog. And they're 7-1 and 7-4 respectfully.
Did you see the picture of that jump ball between them?
Yes.
It did not look real. It looked edited. Why are people in the comments being like, guys, why are you posting this? It's just a jump ball. It looks so fake. Or it looks normal. No, it does not. This is 7-4 and 7-1. Arms to the moon. I swear they were almost at the giant screen in the middle of the court.
They were at the big board? They were at the video board?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, now, I mean, Wemby, I don't know what happened to him in that game.
He low-key slacking, man. I feel like it's just a lot of pressure, too.
It is, but
Chet's slacking, too.
also, but Chet, I like how the way Chet's owning up to it.
Oh, 100.
You know, scoring 30 points after 35 shots doesn't make you a good scorer. He's right. I think he's improving, but I feel like he still needs to get in the gym because he be getting bodied.
So does Wemby.
Wemby
Wemby got
too.
cooked by Duncan Robinson.
Oh, that freeze frame, Duncan and Wemby. Did you see all three of the?
It took me so long.
I had to go to the
figure it out.
comments. I was like, what am I looking at right now?
That's why I didn't want to admit I did that, but yeah, I did that.
Because it was Robinson.
Oscar Robertson, Tim Duncan, and Wemby himself.
Yeah.
The last 3 first picks from the Suns.
Spurs.
Spurs.
What are the Suns up to?
Playing without Bradley Beal again.
And they're 5-6.
They were projected to open up their first Big 3 game yesterday, and Bradley was listed out with a back injury. I mean, D-Book was cooking.
Injuries, man.
D-Book cooked. I ain't even going to hold you.
Low key though, the Pacers are on one. I just realized they're number 3 in the East.
They could have beat the Hornets, but I saw Tyrese was on a JJ Redick's podcast, Old Man in the 3, and he admitted that he didn't look at the clock because Brandon Miller kept stunting like he was going to double because they kept saying hit. He said hit in the NBA is double.
Yeah.
And he was like, he kept stunting, but he wasn't going. So he was waiting for him to go. He was waiting for him to go so he can go left. And then when he looked up, he goes, damn, there's 5 seconds on the clock. So at that point, he tries to hezzy cross off his leg. LaMelo hits it off. And he gets it off. He gets it back. LaMelo tips it.
Yeah.
Gets the steal to win the game. Because he realized there was no time. And he goes, if I knew he wasn't going to come, I would have let everyone flag out to middle court, put up a shot.
Yeah.
He goes, but I was waiting for him to come, and I look up, and he wasted the time. He goes, I don't know if they wanted him to do that. He goes, if they did, great. If they didn't, it worked. It don't matter. And I was like, shout out Tyrese, man. I was like, if he's doing that, 32 assists on 0 turnovers is crazy in 2 games.
Yeah, it is. He's, I think, the last 3 he's had at least 12.
He had 15 and 17 in his last 2 games. Crazy.
He's going off. He still has one of the weirdest shooting forms
Doesn't
ever.
matter. It goes in.
It's cash, but
goes
he
in.
shoots it's to the point where it's like, how do people not block that more? You know?
Because you don't expect it, probably.
It's weird, but good for him. Good for him. I think that, I don't know if they'll be able to hold it up. I hope they do.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be fun. We're only
We're
we're 12 games into the season.
I like it. There's some
good.
good vibe. I mean, Heat 6-game win streak. They're rocking. The Pistons, they got some young talent, man.
They do.
Some young talent. I mean, obviously, we haven't seen the Suns play at full force yet. When we get that might be scary.
Ooh,
Jordan Poole's chucking up shots, thinking he's good.
Jordan Poole.
You saw the timeout
He
video?
said I get to play. Oh, I saw the timeout video, but I would address him saying that
I got my ring. I got my
I mean,
bread.
his valid point of being I did what I had to do. In Golden State, I got the ring. I set my family up, money wise. That's cool. He said now I get to play my own brand of basketball or
That
whatever.
ain't good. That ain't
And
winning
it's
basketball, my brother.
Ooh, hold on.
That's
Your
losing,
own brand.
That's losing basketball right there.
Your own brand is you being in the huddle, not paying attention, and then
Throwing a towel.
once the timeout's over, he's like, "What the play is? I didn't see that. that.
What I'm supposed to do? Bet.
I mean,
For
that.
40. Say less.
You see LeBron mic'd up?
No.
You didn't?
I don't know if he was mic'd up recently.
Yeah, he was mic'd up like 2 days ago because he went. It was when they were against the Grizzlies, and Jaren Jackson Jr. flopped, but he like got around him. He was like, "Really, JJ? I really threw you like that?" People were like, "Really, LeBron? You're talking about flopping?"
Yes.
And I was like,
Yes.
"Fair."
Yes.
But he was like, "I really threw you to the ground like that." Also, it was him on the sideline or him talking to the refs.
They were like he learned from the best.
They were like him talking to the refs or whatever. LeBron should have been mic'd up. He's a hilarious person. He should have been mic'd up ages ago.
Oh, he's funny. Yeah, he's been mic'd up before.
No, but he should have been mic'd up like. Can you imagine young LeBron mic'd up? I feel like that would be
Crazy.
entertaining.
You have to cut out probably half the video.
Yeah.
In person.
Bro,
Hey, what the?
I think you see the Lou Williams clip?
We slacked off in the bubble because we started hearing it was a
Start hearing
fake
rumblings of no one's gonna take it seriously.
ring. Cap.
Stop it. Stop it.
They only don't.
They
take
were
it
up
serious.
3-1.
They don't take it seriously because it was LeBron.
Literally, anybody else won that ring, they'd be like, oh yeah.
They probably wouldn't
Normal
take the
ring.
Heat's ring. They probably would say that Jimmy still doesn't have a ring. They would have said that what he did was crazy, but they would have said, oh, it's still. I think any team though, they would still say it's a bubble ring. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I feel like other than the Lakers, if it wasn't LeBron, some people would have been like on the opposite and be like, oh, people don't understand. That's like a super hard ring to win. You know?
I think it depends. Like, I think the Heat and the Lakers. I'm not saying that as a Heat fan. I just think they were probably the only two teams because everyone was like, "Oh, the Heat are built for the bubble. It's the Heat culture." So they would have said, "Oh, they had an advantage because they wanted." You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
I
Like,
get
for
it.
the Heat, though?
I just feel like it makes it, especially since it was LeBron, that people discredit
No,
it.
100%.
And be
I'm
like,
not against that. I knew that the Heat were gonna get cooked because one, the Heat have no size.
Mm-hmm.
So Darvin Ham used that to his advantage. Was it Darvin Ham still?
No, it's Frank Vogel at the
It
time.
was still Vogel, right? He used that to his advantage, where your starting lineup had Anthony Davis at the 3, right? Because it had Dwight Howard at the 4 and it had JaVale McGee at the 5,
I mean, that's just
right?
Three
And
giants.
LeBron at the 2,
yeah.
and who was the point guard at the time there?
Was it Caruso?
No, Caruso was on the bench, but he was on the Lakers.
Was it Rondo?
I think it might have been Rondo who started, and they forced the Heat to play Myers Leonard, but Myers Leonard can't play the whole game. But
Is he back yet? I think he's back, right?
no,
No.
he's still not on the team.
Dang.
But then you have, Bam was hurt, so it's not like you had to play him hurt. You had to play with a hurt shoulder,
Yeah.
and then Rondo had the tear in the bottom of his foot, so he couldn't play. Not Rondo, Dragic couldn't play either. So you're relying on a 19-year-old rookie, Duncan Robinson, who wasn't known at the time yet, and Jimmy Butler to carry this team to win the finals, which was literally impossible.
And Jimmy did his thing.
They were literally paired up against, a great team with a team that everyone thought sucked. Because everyone thought the Heat were ass. There's no way around that. And, I mean, were they built for the bubble? Yeah, they were. But, you had Jay Crowder would have had to drop like 30 as well. Tyler would have had to drop 30. Jimmy would have had to drop 47 just to win a game, Like, there's not much they could have done.
Yeah, I just
But
feel
I
like
think he's just talking out of it.
I
Out of his
know
behind.
that was so like. First of all, it's been a while. You retired. And second, like why even do that? Why have to try to, make it better? Y'all, they folded in the bubble. It's okay.
I wish he would have said that on Jeff Teague's podcast, because I feel like Jeff Teague would have roasted him for it. Jeff Teague would have said some funny stuff and just roasted him for it.
But it's just like, I don't know. I feel like that was so unnecessary.
There was no need.
There's
to
no
say
saving face in that situation. We took our foot off the gas because we were like, ain't nobody gonna take it seriously. I feel like that's just not in. First of all, a high-level athlete's nature to like.
And blowing through when leads happens. We don't discredit Curry. We don't think he sucks.
Yeah.
Because they blew a 3-1 lead against LeBron.
Consistently, like, ever. It is what it is.
Kyrie and LeBron turned it on.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
Sometimes you play the best that you can and you lose.
Book was just not missing. You got to give credit where credit's due and say Devin Booker outplayed you guys.
Yeah.
That's literally what happened. He outplayed you guys.
It's
TJ Warren outplayed a bunch of people in the bubble. Let's not forget
Yeah,
T.J.
MJ
Warren.
Warren?
My fault.
MJ Warren?
Let's not forget MJ Warren became a literal GOAT in the bubble.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all I have to say about that. To
No,
be
I mean, it's a
honest.
great point. I mean, it was something stupid that happened. But gave us they gave the NBA world a entertaining thing to talk about, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I feel like I had something else I wanted to address because I sent you something. I sent you everything that I want to talk about.
Fair enough.
Ooh, look what pops up first thing on my Instagram. Didn't know that.
Oh, I did actually. 'Cause
I didn't know that.
I liked it. I didn't know that.
It just got posted. 5 hours ago.
Yeah, I did know
I
that.
thought it said 5 minutes ago.
No, I was gonna say I didn't know that. Oh, you're talking about the. Now I know what you want to talk about. The Grady Dick intro. That's what you want to talk about because
Yes.
you sent it to me.
Yes.
Yeah, you was right there. What they say was it Mr. Big Dick Energy for his first start? Mm-hmm. Hey, Toronto's fully invested in Grady Dick, man. Toronto's fully invested on Grady Dick, man.
That man, that announcer needs a raise. Whoever's idea it was, give him a raise. Absolutely phenomenal.
There you go. You
That's
get
how
the
you.
raise from Jacob.
That's
for
how
sure.
you take advantage of someone's name. That.
Pause.
Come on, no pause. That was good.
No, it was. He played right into it.
That was so funny.
He played perfectly into it.
It was so like, because at this point in like not just NFL but NBA, but those are stuff that you feel like they're too touchy. You'd be like, oh, it's so dumb. Why would they even do that? But no,
He
like
said,
they actually did it.
Screw that.
Mr. Big Dick.
Great intro.
Shout
man.
out Grady Dick.
Great intro, man.
I think. Ooh, this is what. Did you see that? Sorry, on the college football.
Jim Harbaugh.
No, what Jim Harbaugh,
Jimbo
but also
Fisher?
the UCLA players that were like visiting.
Oh, it was the
or what
recruits that
stole?
ended up
It was
stealing
the recruits
Corralo
that
stuff.
stole.
The
Colorado-
Colorado jewelry.
Yeah,
Stupid. They just ruined their whole career.
literally. Why throw your career away
They just ruined their
for
career.
for a rollie?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Two more things. College football before we wrap up.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Jimbo Fisher?
No, what happened?
He got fired. The Texas A&M coach
Yeah.
gone.
Why is he gone?
I don't know, because he was trash,
What's their record right now?
negative,
Ooh.
like 4-6 or something, 4-7.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't had an above 500 record. I think since he got to Texas A&M. He's got Florida State to basically thank for his career, and but they owe him. They're gonna pay him all $75 million that they owe him on his contract, which is the biggest payout
For a coach.
for a coach in history.
75 mil is more than what a lot of athletes are making.
Well, like that's his whole contract, what is left on his contract. So they're giving that to him now. They're gonna pay it out now. Crazy. And
Shout
then
out.
Jim Harbaugh accepted his 3-game suspension for the sign stealing scandal at Michigan.
3 games, that's it? I thought it would have been more.
But when the Astros did it, it gets suspended for a whole season,
Oh
and
my
everyone still hates
gosh,
him.
here we go. No, I'm just kidding.
I wasn't like
Trice would love.
right, yeah.
Trice would
I'm
love
not I'm not an Astro fan. I just think like
How do you sign steal in football?
the Yankees did it in a signed letter. There was a signed letter that was sent that said they did it, and
Yeah, but that's baseball. How do you sign steal in
Reds.
football?
they had someone be like on the sidelines. You didn't see it?
No, I
They had, like, a
never
dude
knew
be
the
on
whole
the other
thing.
sidelines on the other team, and would just look at the playbooks and would write it down, like the coach's playbook.
That's what happened. I didn't
He
look
had like
in,
glasses on and like a hat on.
I didn't look into what
Yeah, and
all
he'd
happened.
be wearing like stuff from the other team, and he'd be on the sideline. Yeah,
How long did they do this for?
I don't know, but I only saw it for one video.
That's
I only saw it for one game,
crazy.
so I don't know how long they did it for.
And nobody caught on?
Yeah, crazy.
Wow. 3 games, so it was such a big storyline
I know.
that
it
I
was
thought
huge.
all the coverage. I thought it was gonna be like a whole season.
But I think there's only 3 games left this season. Like before bowl games and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Because I think rivalry week's about to come up,
that should be good.
which is the last week of the season.
Why is I feel like the college season is so short?
Well, they play a lot earlier than the NFL.
True.
You got to remember that. They play about 3 weeks before the NFL plays. Because they start like the second week of school. Like they're already playing.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm all Talked
I
out.
think we're all.
I can't get over like.
sportsed out.
I can't get over this.
This
is
setup?
so crazy to me.
We want to do a little on location podcast episode. Wanted to switch it up for you guys
Yep.
and for us.
I hope you liked it.
All right.
High quality.
Better camera, better mics. Well, not really better mics. They have pretty good mics in there.
We do, but
Better camera. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
More room, obviously.
if we get this next time with a guest, it can be fun.
It'd be nice. Obviously, us on the TV there. Our lovely little picture. I feel like a little bit more professional, like a more professional podcast.
No, it
right?
feels like
Like how they
that's
have
what I was saying before we started. If we had the mics in our hands, that would have felt like a. Because I see podcasts like this all the time.
Yeah, but I feel like that would have been one of them like Instagram, YouTube podcasts. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like where they like we're professional, we're mic'd up.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And the ones that are professional, they get the mics on the stand. They don't get the handhelds.
The mics on the stand would also be cool.
We might have to find that out. But this has been the 10th episode of season 2 here on the Players Club podcast, and we're not going to see you next week because it's obviously when we record it'll be Thanksgiving. So we hope you have a good Thanksgiving.
Yep, Thanksgiving,
Holiday
not
season.
Christmas. It's Thanksgiving season. Sorry,
Aggressive, but
sorry, I had to get that out.
valid point. I'm with you.
Christmas starts after Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. Thank you. So we're not obviously no episode next week. We enjoy the holidays. We're definitely gonna enjoy the holidays, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
No, wait, I want to do something real quick. You know how people be doing the little like,
You know.
you get into with that.